inspection.
Hi everyone, this is Bryn. I tried to find a quiet moment so I could give you an update on the progress, or lack of it, that we're having with selling our house. One of the reasons we want to move away is because we're hemmed in by neighbours and it's always pretty noisy, so I'll do the best I can. Now, it was always going to be a difficult thing to try and put an asking price on our home. Being a converted church, the unique nature of the property means you can't just look up a sales statistics website to see what a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom converted church sells for. So when we signed with the real estate, the agent suggested that we undertake an expressions of interest campaign. That way we could see what the market thought the property was worth. The idea was that at the end of a 6-week open inspection period, interested and supposedly competing parties were expected to put in their best offer in an attempt to secure the property. So we religiously prepared the church every weekend for 6 weeks, and then at the end of the expressions of interest period, nothing at all. In hindsight, I think that we should have set an asking price straight away. We had thought that the uniqueness of the property might have worked in our favour, when in fact it may have done the exact opposite. Whilst we were disappointed, especially when we thought about all the money that we'd spent on the conversion and all the hard work we'd put into it, we came to the realisation that if we wanted to escape the rat race now, then we needed to set a more realistic asking price, closer to what it's worth in the current financial market. So we did that. It was only a few days later when we had our first offer. We negotiated back and forth for a few days and then eventually settled on an amount just $20,000 under the asking price, subject to pest and building reports. Unfortunately, after getting the building report, it pointed out, and quite rightly, that the property will eventually need a new roof. So the buyers pulled out. They were already overcommitted and just couldn't budget for any additional expenses. We were so devastated. But that was 8 weeks ago, and since then we've had one other, even lower offer, which we just rejected as being too low. We tried to negotiate a higher price, but they wouldn't budge, so we let that go. So a few weeks ago, we dropped the asking price by a further $10,000. We've had a lot of people coming through and looking at the property, and we feel like we're getting closer to a sale, but something's got to give soon. So until then, it's back to open inspections.